Hi there. Let's have a chat about how to balance your studying, kids at home, and of course the career you're working on. So for us, most of our students in Matric College are working adults. They're older than 21 and they are trying to balance a job, kids, and of course their studies. So how do you do that? The things to look at: flexible study program, family calendars, meal times, chore incentives, cleaning service, and always carry your textbooks. For starters, you need to figure out when are you going to be able to make time to study, and you need to agree that with the people around you. If you're going to study every Saturday morning, then the people around you need to know that's your study time. They must be quiet, they must allow you that time. If you draw up a study calendar, you are showing people a calendar, on the wall in your study area. Let's say you're studying every evening from 7 to 9, you're studying Saturday mornings. The more you make the people around you aware of what your study schedule is, the more they are going to help you, they're going to accommodate you, and you're going to ask them to be quiet just those times, and everybody knows that that's the time you're studying. So figuring out the study schedule for me is the first point of managing this. Secondly, a family calendar, meaning if you have kids at school and they're going to be away at doing sport in the afternoon, you understand the rest of the family's calendar, then you can book your study time when you know there are fewer people at home, the rest of the family is away from home doing sport, doing after school activities, and understanding what everybody's schedule look like allow you to find those quiet times and those quiet spaces where you can slot in your studies. Okay, I guess a common sense idea, if you're the person that must prepare meals at home, which is often most of the time the case with our students, a lot of our students are working mothers. If you're able to prepare meals in advance, if you're able to, make meals for 3 or 4 days in advance and freeze it and just unfreeze it, of course, that's going to save you some time on the days where you're just popping that prepared meal into the microwave, as opposed to having to, create a meal from scratch. Chores around the house. If you've got children who are old enough to help around the house, and you can figure out some kind of incentive for them to take some of that work load off you so that you can concentrate on your studies. If you can incentivize them for that, that's also a way to create some time, some space for your studies. Always carry your textbooks, always be studying. If you're traveling by train, if you're traveling to work and you're not driving, you're in a train, you're in a bus, of course, if you have your books with you, if you have your study notes with you, there's an hour of time sometimes that you can be studying every day, and it certainly adds up. So you always want your study notes or textbook with you, so that if there's some time available, you can use it. And lastly, I want to say it's temporary. It's going to take 6 months, it's going to take you a year, maybe 2 years, but at the end of this, you'll be very happy for the investment you've made in your career. The people around you will get the benefit of your higher qualification, getting a better job, getting your step up in your career. So, when it feels tough, just remember it's temporary, it will pass, and your life improves every step of the way. Thank you.